I was just wondering if you would do, if you were going to do anything about Darfur or
Darfur, yes. Here's what his question was: am I going to do anything about Darfur? Let me just take a second, because I suspect that all of you know this already, but just to make sure. What's happened in Western Sudan and Darfur is hundreds of thousands of people have been slaughtered. It's being done at the hands of a group called the Janjaweed Militia. The militia is supported by the Sudanese government. Sudanese government's engaged in genocide. And America declared it a genocide years ago. We've done very little about it, if anything. What I would do if I were president today are a group of things. Number one, I would enforce a no-fly zone over Sudan. Right now, the Sudanese government is using air power to support the genocide. That should be stopped. Second thing is I would declare an emergency meeting of NATO and bring together the NATO countries so that we can maximize international pressure, not just American pressure, on the Sudanese government. Economic pressure, economic sanctions, I'd ratchet them up with everything we got, and diplomatic pressure. And going to China, we have to put in maximum pressure on the Chinese. And we have leverage with the Chinese. We have economic leverage with them. Maximize leverage on the Chinese so that they stop financially supporting the government that's engaged in genocide. What has to happen, right now there's a 7,000 person African Union force on the ground in Western Sudan, and they cannot provide the security there. What needs to be there is a UN security force, and it needs perhaps logistical support from a lot of people, including Americans. So that's what we ultimately have to do. We will not be able to get that force on the ground until we've ratcheted up the pressure on the Sudanese government to get them there. Those are the things that I would do. Let me just